YouTube subscribers, we're back here on Monday Night Raw, set for this one-on-one matchup. Mr. Kennedy, set for this one-on-one match against MVP. I spoke to Mr. Kennedy earlier backstage. He says he's looking to make a statement by defeating the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. And here comes the man who says this Sunday will dethrone Rey Mysterio as Intercontinental Champion.
The opponent from the Sunshine State of Florida,
MVP making his way towards the ring. He may not want to overlook Mr. Kennedy here and focus on his attention to this Sunday, because if Mr. Kennedy can get the win here, that can change the ramifications of that match this Sunday from New Orleans. Speaking of the Intercontinental title, Rey Mysterio will be actually later on against the Rated R Superstar. And MVP with that drop kick to kick off this matchup. MVP is going to want to make a statement here. Runs directly into a power slam, does Mr. Kennedy. For those that just tuning in, huge main event. The WWE Champion Randy Orton takes on Ric Flair in a street fight. Just 6 days from the CPV. The question remains, can the Legend Killer take down Ric Flair? We'll find out here tonight. In addition to that, the String Enigma Jeff Hardy teams up with John Cena to take on Team Priceless. All that and more here tonight, live from Birmingham, Alabama. Getting back to the match, MVP and Mr. Kennedy going back and forth with one another. Huge chop by the highest paid superstar in the history of the WWE. And there's a reversal by Mr. Kennedy. A series of lefts. And what a tremendous win this will be for Mr. Kennedy if he can defeat the #1 contender. But MVP is hanging in there in the early goings of this matchup. Kick to the midsection. Snap suplex. And MVP is looking to build momentum, but you also know he does not want this to be a long matchup. Irish whip now. And there's a power slam by Montel Vontavious Porter. And MVP takes down Mr. Kennedy, and MVP seems to have control of this matchup. Kick to the midsection. And there's a reversal by Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy now. There's a reversal by MVP. Look to seize the momentum, but MVP grabs it right back. And there's a reversal by Mr. Kennedy. Took too much time taunting. Face first in that top turnbuckle. Full smash in the back of the head. And Mr. Kennedy is getting worn out by the #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship. You know Rey Mysterio is somewhere watching in the back, as MVP will be watching Rey Mysterio's match later on. MVP now, try to go for a power driver, counter by Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy now looking to take control of this match. And there's a low blow by Mr. Kennedy. Let's see if he can seize the moment here. One-legged Boston Crab. But does not tap out MVP. That is. And that's a suplex. MVP is most definitely trying to make a statement. And there's a rolling pin.
One.
MVP, series of elbows. And there's another suplex. The brash and cocky superstar from Miami, Florida. Definitely in control of this match. And down goes Mr. Kennedy. Has him up. And went for the playmaker and connects. Cover.
1, 2.
Only got a 2. Mr. Kennedy kicks out of the playmaker.
Rope break.
Too close to the ropes. Mr. Kennedy is definitely in trouble here. When I say definitely in trouble, he's in trouble. MVP. Setting up Mr. Kennedy in the corner now, going up top. Serial right hands. And MVP. If Rey Mysterio is watching, and I know he is, I hope he's taking notes, because this could be him this Sunday in New Orleans, and we could have a new Intercontinental Champion. In the corner, Kennedy goes now. MVP is definitely being aggressive in this matchup. MVP now. Has Kennedy in the corner, going back up. Some more right hands from the corner. MVP. Is he going for the playmaker again? Yes, he is. I believe this is it right here.
1, 2, 3.
And yes, it is. If he does that this Sunday, we will definitely have a new Intercontinental Champion. The Brian Kendrick on his way to the ring for this mixed tag team match. Batista has had his number in the last couple of weeks, including that tag match he had last week when he teamed up with Edge. But here tonight, he perhaps has a better partner in the women's champion, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix. And speaking of the Glamazon, here she comes.
Making her way to the ring from the Empire State, New York, Patterson.
Beth Phoenix will be defending her title against Melina this Sunday. But if you think the street fight we're going to have later on tonight is huge, Melina and Beth Phoenix will get it on in a street fight for the women's title in 6 nights.
And introducing the opponents, weighing in 318 pounds, Batista.
The Animal Batista looking to put away the Brian Kendrick here tonight in this mixed tag match, as he and Melina looking to get the victory and once and for all get rid of the Brian Kendrick for Batista's sake. But Melina will have to do better this Sunday if she wants the women's championship.
Making her way to the ring from the Golden State of California, Medusa.
Melina is set to make her way to the ring. She was unsuccessful in trying to recapture the women's title in her hometown the way the Glamazon did last month in Buffalo.